You guys, Brawl Weed is upon us. Who is freaking hyped? There's a lot of really interesting things coming out in this next update, coming here very soon. We have a grand total of 9 confirmed things coming in this update so far, but that's just the information that we had in the Brawl Talk, so of course, there can be more things to come. Some of this stuff including a new brawler, a couple new game modes, a bunch of new skins, and endgame content, and that is just the tip of the iceberg. Oh, and before I forget, at the beginning of the video, I just wanted to remind you, with these updates coming around the corner and you guys are spending your gems, it's really important that you use your supporter creator code on anyone. Could be me, that'd be freaking epic. Just make sure you're using it on someone and support the creators that you enjoy watching. That'd be really cool. So guys, let's get straight away into it. Epic update hype, let's go. Okay guys, so starting out with the very first change, and that is the theme change coming to Brawl Stars, Mortis's Mortuary. I am a huge fan of this. I think it looks freaking amazing, and the coolest thing is that it's going to be extended to 3v3 game modes as well as Showdown, which is the very first Showdown theme change that we've had inside the game. So that is really cool. A lot of us like playing Showdown. It's the most popular game mode inside of Brawl Stars, so I think it's about time we had a theme change for that specific game mode. It looks amazing. A lot of you guys guessed it right with the sneak peeks and the hidden stuff that they were kind of leaking out. So good job on your guys' part. Let's get into some more changes. Heading into change number 2, and that is with the theme change, Mortis's Mortuary, we're also going to be given a brand new game mode called Graveyard Shift, which, if you guys were a fan of Life Leech, the modifier that we had in the game before they removed it from the game, oh baby, it's coming back. It's basically a rebranding of that specific modifier turned into a game mode, but still incredibly spooky. As you guys can see by the gameplay of the new game mode, the characters that you're playing with are like ghosts. They're see-through, and the whole entire thing about the game mode is literally like Life Leech. You're going to be taking down in damage. As you guys can see, Mortis is losing 88 HP per tick, and it's going to be percent based on the health, like it was in Life Leech, so it's not going to be super OP, just bringing in the higher health brawlers and win by default and just like camp in a corner or something like that. So basically you'll be taking down damage slowly over time, and then if you dish off damage, you'll get a percent of that health back to yourself, and that's how the whole game mode works, and it's freaking fun as heck. I'm so happy it's back to the game. Who's hyped about that? That honestly makes the whole update, in my opinion. I love Life Leech. Graveyard Shift, freaking amazing. Heading into our third change, and that is the newest brawler coming to the game, free brawler at that. Her name is EMZ, and she's like a social media star or a star of some sort, and she's a zombie at the same time. Perfect-esque for Halloween. I love her already. Basically, her basic attack is she shoots out hairspray that lingers around for a few seconds but stands still at a specific range, and the range is really close to something like Sandy's. It's spread out, it does piercing damage, but what it does, and the most unique thing about her basic attack, is that it ramps up in damage. The very first tick of damage at max level is going to deal 700 damage, the second tick is going to be 840, and then the third and final one is 980, which is a lot of damage if you can consistently land those 3 ticks. It's going to be a grand total of 2,520 damage. Just to kind of scale that for you guys, she does more damage if you can land all 3 ticks than a max range Piper, and she does a tiny bit less than 500 damage less than a Dynamite Super. So it's nothing to laugh about. She does a lot of damage. Next is her health. She's going to have a grand total when maxed out at 5,040 HP, which is the exact same HP as like a bow. So she's going to be relatively tanky and dish off pretty dang good damage. Now, as for her super, which is probably my favorite thing about EMZ, basically she activates like a PAM station or an 8-bit station right underneath her, so it follows her. That has some pretty good distance, and what it does is when the enemy teammates are within that radius, they'll take damage every single second, which is 280 damage, and I timed how long it lasts. It's roughly 5 seconds, so you're looking at a grand total of 1,400 total damage with that super. But the cool thing is that you can also use your basic attack while that's activated, so this new character is literally like a walking area denial with her basic attack as well as her super, and I'm seeing that you're going to be able to recharge that super fairly easily with how much damage you're dishing off and the chip damage that you're going to be doing with the super as well as the basic attack. So I think she's going to be pretty dang threatening when introduced into the game. Now, there is one more mechanic with her super, and that is whenever the enemies are within that radius, they're going to be slowed down, confirmed by Frank. So that's a really good mechanic as well. It kind of takes takes away their mobility. You all know how important mobility is inside of Brawl Stars. 8-bit is a little bit underwhelming when it comes to that category, which kind of holds him back a little bit, but he makes up for it with his very, very high DPS. But as you all know, mobility really, really important. So I think it's going to be a really, really good super. Now, the one thing that we don't know is her star powers. So of course they never tell us the star power, but it brings a little bit more fun being able to try to guess it. So I'm thinking personally, when you're looking at some of the mechanics that she has, it could possibly be the slow in the super radius. Maybe it'll kind of slow them down more or something like that, or possibly a larger radius, kind of like 8-bits. But you guys make sure to let me know, did you find anything else in the video that I'm missing? That'd be really, really cool. And the final thing that we do need to bring up about EMZ is that she is free. You're going to be able to unlock her on your trophy road at 8,000 trophies. So a couple of you might not be able to get it just yet, but it'll be great motivation for you guys to push up to try to achieve EMZ. I think she's going to be a really, really good brawler. So get those cups, go pushing, get that 8K. Let's go. Okay guys, so around the corner to a couple more changes, and I gotta be honest with you guys, I am really, really hyped up about this, and that's the brand new skins coming inside the game. So there are 3 new skins coming to Brawl Stars that are gonna cost gems. There's gonna be 1 star point skin, as well as a skin for Frank, plus like a revamp to his character, kind of, as Frank said, a little bit of an upgrade to his overall model, I believe. But these skins are so freaking cool. For the skins that are going to be costing gems, which I don't know the prices of just yet, are Witch Shelly, love that one, Werewolf Leon, so freaking hyped, that one's probably my favorite one out of all of them, as well as Piper Calavera, which is kind of like a Poco skin, like Poco-esque, which is so freaking cool. I think Piper fits her really, really well, as well as if you guys were following those sneak peeks in that teaser video that we got yesterday, that was her, the Piper in that portrait that you guys were deciphering yesterday. So really, really cool. They did leak it, which is really, really fun. But man, which of those 3 are your favorite? I love the Werewolf Leon and the Witch Shelly. Freaking sweet. Another thing that I do want to mention about the Piper skin is that we're going to be receiving her on the Day of the Dead, which is literally October 31st. So it's not going to be coming for a while now, but it's still going to be coming, and I think it's fitting for it to be released on the 31st. The other 2 skins, I'm not sure about. Might be just with the update in general. Now, for the star point skin, we have Dark Knight Jesse, which is so freaking awesome. The gameplay that you guys are seeing on your screen of Dark Knight Jesse is pretty freaking epic. It's just Jesse with all blacked out armor and a red feather for her helmet, which is freaking awesome. It's basically the dark side of the Knight Jesse skin that we already have in the game, which is freaking epic. And then as for the Frank, we're getting a DJ Frank. So freaking sick. And I don't know what the new base model is going to look like, what Frank was hinting at, but we do know about this skin. He's got the awesome glasses on, freaking epic. It's been a while since we had a Frank skin being added into the game, so I think it's really, really cool. It's nice that he got something. Okay guys, so next getting into probably one of the best changes inside this update, and that is a brand new game mode that is kind of teetering on the line of end game content for more brawlers that have been playing this game for a really long time, as well as challenges, which I've been preaching for the longest time to be added inside of Brawl Stars. But the new game mode is called Power Play. So the way this is going to work is first you need to unlock the new game mode, and the way that you do that is getting your very first maxed out brawler, which I don't know how many of you guys have a maxed out brawler. Some of you may not, but again, it'll give you kind of more added motivation to try to focus on one specific brawler, get that sucker maxed out, buying like power points in the shop and things like that. But then once you unlock it, you'll be able to play 3 daily games, which however you perform in those games will be added to a total that you have with this Power Play game mode, and it'll also take into account your overall global rank, and whoever achieves that #1 spot, you'll be rewarded with more star points. But it doesn't end there. The person at the very top of the leaderboard at the end of the season will be rewarded 50,000 star points, which is literally golden mecha bow and golden mecha crow skin value, which is crazy. So any of you pro players that are consistently landing a spot on the leaderboard at that #1 spot can really get a lot of star points, basically at the degree of not needing them. Like there's only 2 items in these star point shops that are 50,000. So if you guys get it more than once, like I could see some pro players getting up in like the 200,000 star points echelons, which is crazy, absolutely insane. So hopefully other skins will be added to the game here shortly that are a little bit more expensive, kind of at that golden mecha bow and golden mecha crow tier skin. I would love to see that. But yeah, guys, those are all the changes coming inside of this update that we know of so far. So guys, make sure to stay tuned. We'll be covering the update once it is released. As you all know, whenever Brawl Talks come out, a few days later is when the update should come out. So make sure to stay tuned. I'm sure it's going to be coming around the corner here shortly. We'll get to play with all this epic stuff. I'm so freaking excited. Halloween, best holiday. This update, best update? I don't know. It's got a lot of really awesome content. So yeah, guys, make sure to stay tuned. It's going to be freaking epic. So guys, if you are excited and you enjoyed the video today, make sure to slap a like on it. Really appreciate that. Also consider hitting that subscribe button down below and be a part of the Raid fam. We would love to have you. So with that being said, everyone, make sure to keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.